If you have one, do like this. Take it out, because I don't want to be hearing those sounds all the way. And then one thing I say before I go with my lesson is that we have to respect each other. We're here to learn. No one is right, no one is wrong. No, you just have to try. When I ask questions, you can just do your best. So we have all traveled here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if you're just like visiting your friend, we have all traveled, right?
Yes.
And then anyone who has traveled outside of South Africa, where did you go?
Lesotho.
Okay. Do you know any attractions there?
The Afriski Mountains.
Okay, nice. So, like, just for recap, we've all had like about the SDAs, SADC, and then today my lesson is on tourist attraction. So, tourist attractions, you know that these are the natural destinations that tourists feel like I can go to that places because I want to see the historical sites. I want to experience that calmness, the sun and the sand, and then you go to the resort, the coral reefs, and then hiking and camping if you like that. So the SADC countries, these are the countries that are on the southern part. Yeah, I mean it's a scheme. It's a scheme that forms. That is as like countries that I've joined, which are in the southern of Africa, like southern African continent. So we have Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, and many more. You can name them. So what I have with me here is a box, the mystery box. So you can work in pairs or a group of 3. I'm gonna give you one. You're gonna take one from this box, right? Okay. So you can just take one. Right? So in here I have pictures of tourist attractions. So what I want you guys to do is just there's the country where it is located and the name of the tourist attraction. But just look at this place. I know one thing I know is that like they're gonna look like they're like the
This is
same when you
written,
take
I know, right? Bazar de Grand Bay.
Did you hear what I said? Like, I want you guys to look at the pictures here and then tell me where you think,
Yeah, that's Chinese.
tell me where you think the country that you think that is, and then the name of the attraction if you've seen one on TV or anyhow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call out a number. If you look at the picture that you have on the far right, there's a number. So I'm gonna call it a number, and then whoever has got that number, we have to guess the name. Even if you just give me a country or the name of the tourist. You don't have, you can make those ones, please. Because I was making it like that. So did you get what I said?
Yes.
I'm gonna call it a number, and then you're gonna give me a guess. Even if you just ask, even if you're not on the same group, just to show others, but then I mean like you're working in pairs in the group, so it's fine like that. So number 1, who's got number 1? Where do you think that is?
In Angola.
Wow, nice. And then, do you have any idea of the attraction that?
I think it's Kisima National Park.
Okay, someone's doing their homework. So yeah, that is the Kisama National Park. So it is located in Angola, right? It is located in Angola, and then we have like a lot of activities that you can do there. You can just go fishing, bathing, and bird watching and river cruises. So like visitors can also stroll or hike about the beach among the coast. If you want to just experience the coastline, you can see that you have like experience of the nature because it's a national park. You know what you find in the park, like animals. And Africa is rich in those kind of things, like nature and animals, like all those species. So like you have to know as a tourist that this park, you can only access it during the other seasons, but then during the rainy seasons from November and April, you cannot go visit this place because this is something that is closed to it. Because maybe it's on the coastline, it distracts the tourist attractions, activities and all that. You can even see our monkey there. So who's got number 2? Okay, what do you think is?
Namibia.
Namibia. Okay, can you guess the name of the tourist attraction? If you can.
No, we can't, but we see a Khoisan menu.
Okay, so you think Khoisan and Namibia? But okay, it's fine. that is actually like Botswana. Botswana, that is Botswana. You can see, like, I've had a lot of the rock paintings in like history and high school subjects. I think like a lot of us have heard of it. So this is the Thodilo Hills. So they are designated by the UNESCO World Heritage Site. So they are part of that, is designated, so it's not something that they just decided like it's going to be an attraction. So as I've said, it's located in Botswana, and then this place is considered a tourist attraction because it's sacred, it's mystical, and the people believe that the spirits of the sand, the original inhabitants, it dwells in there, the spirits are there, because like, yeah. And then I consider it like as a cultural tourism destination also. I mean, I'm sure on those rocks they have the details, they have details on their, how they were living, however they were doing, like whatever, how they were living in that specific area. So you can camp, you can hike, and you can also do fishing. As I've said, these areas that you have, you're gonna think that they are the same thing, but then they actually are not. Because like even the activities that you're doing there, they're like the same thing. So what's got number 3 now? What do you think that is? Congo. Nice, that is nice. Yeah, it is. That is the RC Congo. Then the attraction is called Virunga National Park. Virunga meaning volcanoes. As you can see on that picture, there's a mountain, like it has a volcano. And then this is also like a UNESCO designated. Yes, please.
I just want to ask, is this all in Congo, like all of these attractions?
It's not a different attraction. It's one
It's
attraction.
one attraction.
It's one attraction.
So
Yeah.
you get all of these.
Yeah, if you combine that, you can come up with something. Like they did, like, okay, they saw gorillas, they were like, this is Congo. So yeah, and then as I was saying, that it's UNESCO designated, and then it is a home to more mammals, bird, and reptile species than any other protected area. So that's why it is a tourist attraction. So as you can see, we have our gorillas there, and people are hiking. Those are the activities that you can do. You can go for gorilla trekking, you can go for the nature walks, you can go for Nyara or hike. As you can see, those people are doing there, and then you can just landscape viewing, like as you can see those pictures there on the bottom right. That's okay. And then what's the number 4? Where's number 4? Okay, give me something.
It's Sunny Pass.
Is what?
Sunny Pass.
Sunny Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, and then which country?
Lesotho.
Yes.
Nice. That is correct. So this is Sunny Pass. Sunny Pass is a mountain pass. So they're saying that people like those original inhabitants used to walk to South Africa using that pass, the mountain pass. And then you can just do the bedding up, Sunny Pass bedding, giant cup hiking trail, and 4x4. But then we also have to know that it's kind of like dangerous. I saw some stories there, like they say you just have to have like a 4x4, you know. And then you can do the viewing of the peaks, because like they have some peaks which are like 3,200 meters above the sea level. So you can imagine how high that is. So, and then who's got number 5? Who's got 5? Okay, what do you think about it?
We want think Smaracas.
I'm using internet, guys. You're getting them right. Okay, yeah, you think it's Madagascar? Like, do you have any idea of the attraction that it could be? I told you you're using a fool. I told you. Okay, so like, okay, number 5 is the royal ruins of Ambohimanga. Ambohimanga meaning that Ambohi is hills and Manga it means sacred or good. So you can see those like you can see the ruins and all that. As they said, like it's located in Madagascar. It is a home to important palaces and sacred sites dating back to 19th and the 17th centuries. Can you imagine how long that is? So like you can explore the ruins as I've said, and then you do the guided walks. You can visit the museum and then just go shop for curios, like but then as a tourist you must know that you don't have accommodation like around the hills. So you can just take day trips from the Antananarivo, the capital city of Madagascar, right? And then go for this. And then do not visit during the cyclone seasons. We still want you here. So who's got number 6? Number 6. Oh, okay. So you have number 6. What do you think?
We think Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that is Mauritius escape, but you can just see by the island that the beauty. You can see the beauty, guys. And so you can just swim and so windsurf and all that. So we have the budgeted catering apartments, and then the 5 stars if you want to be like that fancy tourist. And then who's got number 7? Pascal, what do you think?
I think it's Seychelles.
Seychelles. Okay, let's see. I don't think it's Seychelles. It's Mozambique. It's Mozambique. It's called the Lake Nyasa. So you can do the canoeing. As you can see, people like. I think the canoeing is like that activity that everyone wants to do there. So they also have like a tented accommodation, private lodges, and then around the lake. So it's the third largest lake in Africa. That is why it's a tourist attraction. And then lastly, I have a homework for you guys. So what I want you to do is to go. I want you to go home. And now you can use internet. I'll allow you to use internet because you're using it in class. So you can go home, find an attraction which is in the SADC country. When you have that, like anyone, but then don't mention the one that I've explained to you guys in class. So you can just pick any other, because there are a lot of them. You know, Africa, like we have a lot of those cultural, historical sites and all that. So after that, you connect us or research on where it is located and the activities that you can do as a tourist in that place, and then why is it considered a tourist attraction. That is all for me.
Thank you.